Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. We're joined by Lisa Mateo. Lisa, good morning.
All right, I want to start with Nvidia. Their shares have been down more than 6% before the bell. The issue is that President Trump's administration, well, they barred it from selling these H20 chips in China, and they said Nvidia would need this license to export them to China. The reason why? Well, the administration is worried it could be used in this supercomputer in China. Now, because of that, you had Nvidia responding, and they say they're going to report about $5.5 billion in write-downs during the quarter tied to inventory commitments for the chip. So what it's done is that it's led to this broader sell-off in chip firms that have, from the U.S. to Japan, for example, South Korean chip makers, Samsung off 3%. You had Advanced Micro Devices, they're slumping too. Oof. And then to make it worse, you have ASML, right? They're reporting these disappointing financial results for the first quarter. They're the ones that sell the machines to manufacture the chips, so that's how they're involved in all this. But orders for the first quarter, almost €1 billion, less than expected.
Where are we on the tariffs on tech? Like they were there, then they went away.
Their 90-day reprieve on most of the chips, PCs, phones. So we're in that 90-day reprieve, I guess.
So they're waking up in Nvidia land or Apple land, and it's like sort of normal.
Kind of.
I
well,
guess, but I mean, there's still that level of uncertainty out there.
As he put it, it's being put in a different tariff bucket. Yeah. So that's exactly how the president put it. Another stock on the move, United Airlines. The shares have been up much as 6% before the bell. It really took this unusual step, offering not one but two possible earnings scenarios. So on one hand, you had it setting its 2025 outlook is achievable, but then on the other hand, it's also warning that a recession could nearly half its profit forecast. So it has the two sides. But shares are higher. Investors kind of taking this as a sign of relief, maybe. The airline expects to make more money even in an economic downturn. But it's something that's different. I mean, you had Bloomberg intelligence analyst George Ferguson, right? We've had him on the show before. He said he's never seen a company give a multi-scenario outlook before. So it's something unusual, but it's also bringing the shares up for American Airlines, for Delta Airlines. And it's a shift because if you remember, Delta last week, they withdrew their 2025 financial guidance, right? And then you had the parent of Frontier also withdrawing its full year profit outlook. So a little bit of a turn for the airlines.
I just did the flight I look at on United Airlines, Newark, Paris, and it's $2,868 business class.
Yeah.
That's cheap.
That's cheap? Okay.
In August.
Okay.
That's, I mean, I've paid a lot more than that.
Okay.
It's slow out there.
Yeah.
I think, there's some empty seats. Next.
Okay. Lastly, Tesla shares have been down as much as 2% before they're open. One of the reasons for this, Reuters has this report out that says that it suspended plans to ship components from China for Cybercab and Semi electric trucks in the U.S. And they're saying that could disrupt Tesla's plan to start mass production of the model. So that's the reason for that. Not clear how long this suspension is going to last. Right. But I mean, Tesla was really ready to absorb those additional costs when they said, 34% tariffs on Chinese goods. But then the tariffs went beyond that and things changed. So now they don't know if they can absorb the costs anymore. So that's the reason for those shares. But it's really been a battle for Tesla stock shares.
Lisa Mateo, thank you so much. The Stock Movers. For more conversations like this, listen to, it's a new set of podcasts, Stock Movers podcasts. Subscribe for a 5-minute episode. Biggest winners and losers in the stock market. Listen to Stock Movers on Apple, Spotify, on YouTube, anywhere you get your podcast.